Well, you're still Mr. Wonderful, even though you can't go out and wine and dine. But since we have you, if you had a few moments alone with the next president, what would you tell him?
The next president?
Yeah.
I would say this, and I want to avoid getting involved in politics, one side or the other. I'm a policy wonk. I care about what the rules and regulations are for the economy. And, you know, in the last 4 years, and this is not an endorsement for Trump, okay? It's just an endorsement for the policies. I have never seen an economy like this prior to the pandemic. We were growing in some cases at 30% a quarter because we deregulated the municipal, state, and federal laws in terms of small business, which was so powerful. It wasn't just tax reform. It was deregulating stupid laws that were on the books. And I hope whoever takes over the White House understands the engine of America is small business. 68% of job creation, 70% almost of the economy are those small businesses in Amarillo, Texas, and Des Moines and Fargo and all of the people that make that happen. And we took away that regulatory environment from them. I just hope that stays in place. The rest is chaos. And I'll say something else that I've learned the hard way. I bought polling data in the Brexit election, the Swiss election, the French election, the Canadian election, because I have investments globally, trying to determine the direction of the currency. 100% of those pollsters were wrong. So I don't put any money into polling anymore. They are the snake oil salesmen of today's economy. They have no idea what's going on. So if you think you know who's going to win this election, you're wrong. I have no idea who's going to win.
Well, Kevin, just hearing that, many would argue that a change in the White House, Joe Biden, would bring more regulations that would impact many businesses, perhaps some of the ones in your portfolio, also him raising taxes. Does that worry you?
I have a different view of Biden. Here's what's going to happen. When Biden wins, let's say he does, he'll inherit 8.5% to 9.5% unemployment because we're going through a second wave in the pandemic right now, and you're starting to see the layoffs pick up again. His number one mandate will be to get people back to work and get unemployment below 5%. That will be paramount. He'll also try and propose a $2 trillion stimulus package. So you can't pour $2 trillion from the top down on the economy and tax it before it gets into the economy. So you can't raise taxes for the first 24 months. The midterm elections, if there is a blue sweep, will probably normalize things. And because of his age, he is not going to get a second term, in my opinion. He will be a very, very benign president. All of these promises of the Green Deal and all that stuff will never happen. The Green Deal will cost 2.8 million jobs in the intersection alone. You can't do that when you're at 8.5% unemployment. So I think if Biden wins, nothing happens. His hands will be tied. And by the time he finishes the first 24 months, he'll be halfway through his mandate, and I don't think he'll get a second one. So it'll be jump ball after that. And I don't dislike him. I don't care. I'm just trying to figure out as an investor what the likely outcomes are.